In this video, I want us to listen to some remarks made by Silvanus Osoro, South Mugirango Member of Parliament. Yesterday, William Ruto was in Kisii, accompanied by Silvanus Osoro, where they were badly heckled. But before we dig deep into that, let me make this announcement. Aoko and Ondieki advocates are offering pro bono services for any resident of Kisumu or its environs who suffered police brutality as a result of the recent demonstrations that rocked the country. If personally you were affected or injured or beaten, or you know somebody was beaten, Aoko and Ondieki advocates are offering pro bono services, meaning they will defend you in court without paying a penny. To reach out to Aoko and Ondieki advocates, contact them on 07 1606 1985, 07 27 11 4439. Contact Aoko and Ondieki advocates through those numbers. Let's proceed. Yes. So let's now come back to our analysis. William Ruto was in Kisii yesterday, and as usual, he took campaigns there at a time Kenyans are really going through a lot of pain economically, and where we are seeing open police brutality against innocent demonstrators. And interestingly enough, Silvanus Osoro made some very shocking remarks confirming that if those are the individuals advising William Samoei Ruto, then we don't have a government. Listen to Silvanus before we continue. What? Kenyans fought very hard for us to be where we are as a country, where we can talk without fear of being victimized. But looking at what is happening in Kenya today, it appears we are going back to the KANU days, where there was no freedom of speech, where Kenyans were there were forced disappearances, and Kenyans were being forced to do things against their will. It's a fact that Uhuru Kenyatta and his family, they are being victimized for their association to Azimio. That's exactly what is happening here. And if Uhuru Kenyatta was supporting this government, the issue of the firearms could have not come up. So he's being victimized because of his association to Raila Odinga and to Azimio. So even the right to associate is now being curtailed by this regime, which is very, very unfortunate. Listening to Silvanus Osoro, Osoro is speaking as if he is urging William Ruto to take a revenge on those who mistreated him when he was still the deputy president. So he's just trying to urge William Ruto that wale walikutesa watese. That's what I'm making listening to Silvanus Osoro. And William Ruto, being a symbol of national unity, courtesy to the fact that he is the president, it behooves him, or rather it's up to him, to actually make sure he becomes the symbol of national unity. But if the likes of Osoro are the ones advising William Ruto, then it's clear, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto is going to make a serious blunder. And also listening to Silvanus Osoro, and I also listened to William Ruto yesterday speak, he never called Osoro to order another confirmation that he might be in agreement with the sentiments being made by Silvanus Osoro. And that again brings us to the issue of integrity. Is William Ruto and his team fit holding public offices? The answer is a very big no. This is a team not fit to hold public offices. William Ruto swore to defend the Constitution. If he feels somebody has broken a law or has gone against the law, the best thing this government should be doing is to arrest that person, and for the government, to arraign that person in a court of law. What we are seeing, people being arrested and their whereabouts are unknown. That's criminality. And that's something Kenyans, whether you are in UDA, ODM, Kenya Kwanza, whichever, Kenyans should all gang up against that open impunity. Today it's me, tomorrow it will be you. Kenyans should reject open impunity. And even before I conclude, let me remind ourselves here of some words of wisdom by Martin Niemöller. Words of wisdom. Niemöller, R.T. Smith, first they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. Martin Niemöller. Those are words of wisdom. Kenyans, we are at a crossroad. It's very unfortunate that some Kenyans are supporting what is going on right now in the country. Very unfortunate. Today it's me, tomorrow it will be you. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And just to remind you, in case you've forgotten, Aoko and Ondieki advocates are offering, or rather is offering, pro bono services for any resident of Kisumu or its environs who was injured by the police or even arrested by the police because of the recent demonstrations. Contact Aoko and Ondieki advocates on 0716 06 1985 or 0727 114439. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.